Hello, everybody, and welcome to this short session on how to review your progress towards your goal. I have 8 questions for you to review your goals for all your goals. You can use these 8 questions to review any of your goals that you have set throughout this year, or quarterly, monthly, or any goals that you have set throughout this year. So let me dive in for today. Before we dive in, why is it important to have a monthly review? Why is reviewing so important? Well, let me share you a quote that I really like. Life is a fight for territory. And once you stop fighting for what you want, and what you don't want will automatically take over. A little bit story on this. I have a friend of mine who had gout. The symptoms of high uric acid, high amniotic fluid, not fluid, it's just gout, where you have a lot of protein inside your body that is crystallized in your knees or any joint areas that you have excessive amount of pain. So he told me that he has to every day be careful of what he eats. If he is not careful, or if he just slips off his mind, he he has the potential of having gout and its extreme amount of pain. Every day he has to fight for his health, to be healthy every day. That is life. Life is a fight for territory. Once you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over. If you want to be happy, you got to fight for being happy. If you want your tables to be clean, you got to fight for your tables to be clean by ensuring you are fighting against laziness to clean your table all the time. Imagine if your table, you clean it once, will it remain clean? Come on, will it remain clean the next day or the following month? No, you have to constantly clean it to make sure it remains clean. So that is how life is. Life is a fight for territory. Once you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over. Once you stop fighting for a clean house or a clean table, or uh, anything, what you don't want will automatically take over. So once you stop fighting for your goals, you will get the opposite of it, which is just being there, being stuck. So that is why review is extremely important, because review is an action where you sit down, reflect on yourself, by yourself, on what is working, what is not working, and honestly fighting back to move on track towards your goal. So that is why review is very, very important, a monthly review. Very often we set goals in the beginning of the year, and the end of in January, and at the end of the year, or like November, December, we start to think, what happened to my goals? I had all these goals, and I do not know what happened. I got lost track of them with life. So that is why you need to set a time every month, the end of the month, on to review your progress, to have a reflection with yourself. Hey, what's working? What's not working? What can I change? What should I change? What strategies I need to implement? So this is why review is extremely important. Now, I'm spending a little bit time here, but I would like you to get the importance of doing this review every month on your goals. The second thing is that sometimes we measure ourselves by the achievements of others. We measure ourselves by comparing ourselves by the accomplishment and achievements of others. It's very easy to compare ourselves with the captains of the industries. For example, you are just starting to go for public speaking, and you compare yourself to the well-known speakers of the world. Wow, look at that person. He's transforming the crowd. He's able to engage the crowd. We compare ourselves to the captains of industry. We compare ourselves to someone who has done it a million times, and we feel miserable. Stop doing that. do not measure yourself by the achievements of others, but measure yourself by the action you take towards your goal. So that's why you need to always measure yourself by your goals, not the achievements by other people, not the achievements by someone who is doing it well. And this is me saying it to you too. Do not measure yourself by the achievement of others, but measure yourself by the action you take towards your goal. Not your goal itself, but the action you take towards your goal. So today, I'm going to share you a simple acronym, a formula on how to review or how to review your progress with each one of your goals. So it's known as AKRLN. Oh, yeah, I do not know how to pronounce it, but I use this formula as AKRLN. So what it means action. The first step is action. The second is key behaviors, and R stands for reasons. L is lessons, and N is for new decision. Now let's go inside. What's action? So each month on every goal that you have, you're going to review what is the percentage complete. Now a goal needs to be measurable, and it needs to have a deadline as well. And usually the deadline will be end of the year, or it depends on your goals. It can be on a quarterly basis. Whatever it takes, what is the percentage complete? If it's, for example, if you have planned to read 12 books this year, and it's the end of February, the target is to complete 2 books this month, and you might have complete 1 book, so it's about 10%. If you complete 2 books, it's about 20%. So you you are nearing your goals. That's the percentage complete. You are, how far are you towards reaching the 12 the 12 mark, the 12 books mark? Second is, what action did I take this month to complete this goal? What action did you manage to complete the book by reading it every week or every day? What action you want to know, what action you're taking, so you can refine it, become more efficient, and also a little bit more strategic as well towards achieving these goals. So these are the 2 things on action. You're going to review your percentage complete and what action did you take. And if there's no action taken, then write it down. Be clear, be honest with yourself, because it's about you having a reflection on your most important goals. You have goals because it means something to you. If it does not mean something to you, then it shouldn't be a goal itself. Now, the second part of K, which is key behaviors, what it means is that what key behavior that will determine my progress towards this goal. What's the key behavior? Now, if it's about reading a book, the key behavior is sitting down and reading the book. It can be that obvious, but it's about diligently allocating time to sitting down and reading the book. So what is the key behavior? Now, if you have a sales target for yourself, I want to bring in extra income of XX amount this year. So you're going to bring in XX amount of this year, and what will the key behavior to bring in this XX amount this year, or 10,000 or 15,000 this year? What is the key behavior? Maybe the key behavior is cold calling new prospects. Maybe the key behavior is following up on the old prospects. So what is your key behavior will determine your progress towards this goal. Be honest with yourself, and you will know the answers when you do the self-reflection, when you do measure yourself every month on towards this. Second is, how am I going to measure this key behavior? This is very, very important, because you're not just measuring your progress towards a goal, you need to measure the key behavior as well, because this key behavior will be the determining factor that will help you get the results. So it's obvious that if you want a healthy dental health, the key behavior is to brush a minimum 2 times a day, and do floss or gargle your teeth. That's the key behavior. Are you measuring this key behavior every month until it becomes a habit, or every day, or every week? So as simple as it sounds, you need to determine a key behavior for your goals. And you need to measure your not your progress. Are you executing this key behavior towards your goals? Determine the key behavior and identify how many times you need to do this key behavior. How many times you need to be there and to execute this. If you are a social influencer, your key behavior is to be there, put yourself out, to post X amount of things. So the key behavior is to come up with content. So that may be your key behavior. So what is your key behaviors towards your goals? The third part is reason, which is AKR. R stands for reason. So why is this goal important to me? This is to get back to the root, to get back your motivation in on track. Why is this goal important to you? If this goal is no longer irrelevant to you, irrelevant to your current situation, things has changed, and change the goal. Do not pursue it if you don't have enough reasons, or if you have greater reasons to achieve it, then that's even more fulfilling as well. So in life we can either have excuse or results, and results are always determined by your own reasons, by your own purpose on why do you want to achieve it, why is it so important to you. Viktor Frankl, in his book Man's Search for Meaning, he said that he who has a why to live can endure anyhow. He who has a why to live can go can find the reason, can find anyhow to succeed. So if you have the reasons to succeed, you can find the mechanics to achieve it, or how to achieve it. And the second part of reasoning, why must I take action? What's in stake? What is in stake if I do not take action towards this goal? What's the consequences as well? Let's be honest towards ourselves. What will happen if I don't have this goal? Why must I take action? Is it going to influence my well-being, my family well-being? Why is it important to you? That's the second part of reasons. Understanding your key motivation and the consequences as well, the positive and negative as well on this. And the L is the lesson. Now, best thing in life is you can experience is failure towards your goal. Let me repeat it. The best thing you can experience in life is failure towards the goal. The worst thing you can ever do is not learn from it. Because true failure only happens when you stop attempting you stop getting up and marching towards your goal again. So there are lessons to be learned when you progress towards your goal. So what are the lessons that you need to learn in order to stand up wiser, stronger towards this goal? Because when you pursue a goal, the precision effect is that you're going to grow. You're going to grow into a new person. You're going to be a different person when you achieve this goal. So what is the lesson that you need to learn to embrace this learning journey? So that's the L part, which is the lesson. And the N stands for new decisions. What am I committed to test out this month towards my goal? Now, I put this word test because you're going to test different approaches, different strategies, different methods towards achieving your goal. It's just not a linear one way. I'm going to go this way and achieve my goal. Sometimes you need to have multiple ways to go towards your goal. And the more options you have, the more probability that you will achieve your goal. So that's what you need to recommit. What are you going to test this month? It might be a different approach, and that might give you the best results that you need to achieve this goal. So this is it on actions. So actions is what is the percentage complete for this goal? What action did I take this month? To be honest with yourself, if you take action, yes, what action did you did? What action you did not as well? key behaviors. What key behaviors will determine my progress towards this goal? How am I going to measure these key behaviors? It might be just ticking off in a calendar every day. Whatever is your measuring method, you can write it down in your journal. This is 5 times I'm going to do this, and ticking off in your journal that you're going to do these key behaviors. Reasons, identify your reasons, your purpose on why is this goal important to you, why must I take action towards this, and identifying the key lessons, the lessons that you learn from this progress, from the progress towards your goal, and recommit yourself. What am I committed to test out this month? So this is a simple 8 questions that you can review every month for all of your goals. And it may look like there is so much things to do, but if this goal is important to you, I bet you will find the time and you will definitely review it, because it starts off hard, but if you do it every month, it's definitely will be simple. So again, AKRN. A stands for action, key behaviors, reasons, lessons, and new decisions. So I hope you got a ton of strategies that you can implement this month. At the end of this month, the end of this February right now, on reviewing your goals. So review your goals and keep track on it, follow through, follow up, and persistent is the key to achieve your goals.